What was happening with everybody? It's Cuddy Slim, the host of Cuddication, the Kickback Podcast Show. We back like we never something. This is season 3, episode 18. Maybe 17, I don't know. I'm lost right now. I just know it's season 3, and I just know we've been to act the damn food, and we've been to talk our shit and swallow spit. Right now, as y'all see, I have a guest with me right now. And this guest right here, I just want to go ahead and take my hats off to him. You know, give him his flowers right now in front of me once again, because you did see him on season 2 on one episode. Now he's back, and I'm gonna reintroduce him by saying before there was Duro Music, Mo 3, Trap Boy Freddy, Lil Beezy, whoever else, what's the name, Post Malone. Before all that right there, before who else I can name right now? What's the name of that song? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Before all of that, in DL Dub in Dallas, you had this group, you had this individual that was out there in the hip hop, in the Dallas scene, and he knows Dallas hip hop history, or the scene better than anybody I probably can think of that I know of. I'm gonna let him introduce y'all, man, to the left of me, man. Let these people know who you are, man, and tell a little bit about yourself real quick.
Yo, check this out. My name is Pikahssso, Verbadelic, a.k.a. Clayface Jones, a.k.a. the Master of Intellect, a.k.a. the American Weirdo. I'm Pikahssso, South Dallas. Some would call me a DFW legend. I don't like to, I believe if you're a legend, the people should speak that, so I let the people decide that.
Right on, okay.
That's how I do it. They think I'm a legend, that's on them. I think to say you're a legend is, it's like to be highfalutin or arrogant, but that's who I am. I'm a part of the DFW hip-hop culture.
See, I understand you, man. The way to be humble, See now, I discovered you way back in what I say around like 05, 06, 07. I used to ride the train.
Yeah, the
and
dark.
The Quick magazine used to be always pass up the Quick magazine.
Yeah.
I used to flip through there and used to show the Dallas entertainment.
Yeah.
That's going on, whether it's rock, neo soul, R&B, hip hop, art, whatever. It had PBT in there a lot.
Oh yeah, man.
And that's how I discovered you. And when I heard y'all music then, I think MySpace was popping or something was popping. I don't know. Y'all reminded me of my fellow friend Strange Fruit Project.
Strange Fruit
Project.
Y'all know Strange Fruit.
S1, and then my boy My1.
And Myth.
And Myth, so the boy out of Waco.
Okay.
Shout out to Strange Fruit Project, my boys.
Matter of fact, they on our album.
I know that.
Yeah, Down South Girl.
I seen that. I shared that song one night.
Okay.
And, so shout out to them boys right there. But that's how you came upon my radar. Is that way. So let me slow down a little bit. So y'all are not a group.
Who to my PPT?
Y'all a group, but y'all are individuals.
We're defunct now. We was a group in 2006, a PPT, which stands for Pikahssso Picnic Time in Tahiti. And we did the Dallas Maverick theme song. That was 2006.
I've seen that on YouTube.
Yeah, then we did the Dallas. That was official. It wasn't like we did the song and just said it was a theme song. It was officially sanctioned by Mark Cuban himself. Yeah, sanctioned. We did it all up in the stadium. It's footage all over YouTube. And I think that was one of the most electrifying, beautiful moments of my hip hop career. One of the most. Yeah, it might have been a little goofy, and we appealed to like little kids, but man, it just grew so big.
But y'all had a bunch of listeners.
My God, do you understand what it's like to do the Dallas Maverick theme song and perform in front of the AAC? That is one of the most electrifying, beautiful feelings ever. And I'd be lying if I said it didn't feel. I kind of hate it over. I do it now. They ask me. Real talk. I do it now.
So hey.
Thank you, Mark Cuban.
You more of a I'm not gonna say you're an OG to the Dallas hip hop scene.
Yeah.
I just say that because there was a class before you, which we're gonna get to them guys. You know, you know what I'm talking about. We're gonna go to the documentary, but before we go there, you from South Dallas.
Yeah, I was South Dallas, Oak Cliff, and primarily that area. Singing Hill. That's why when I was born in those areas and went to school in those areas.
You went to Lincoln High School.
I went to Lincoln High School. Yep.
Who the legends come out of Lincoln?
Chris Bosh from Lincoln. Erykah Badu didn't go to Lincoln, but she caught the bus up there. She from South Dallas, so she from South Dallas.
So what school did she go to?
She went to Arts, I think.
Okay.
Where they do all the artsy fartsy talented people go. Erykah Badu. I remember she used to walk around the neighborhood. But she from South Dallas. But Lincoln, I remember Chris Bosh, Quentin Black. I went to school with him.
Shake them haters off.
I went to school with him.
Shake them haters off.
Shake them haters off.
I'd rather be judged by 12 than be cared by 6.
He was Quentin Banks when he was rapping in our school with us. So shouts out to Quentin Black. He still looked the same to me.
Okay.
In high school, he was always one of the first guys working on the 909. So Quentin Banks, that's what we call him. I said Quint. I guess when he got down with Too Short, they put the black part. But when I was happy when I seen Quentin blow up. Like, man, that's Quentin. As a matter of fact, I got a piece of paper in one of my little vault. They got the top 10 rappers of Lincoln at the time, and they got Quentin's name written on there before Quentin blew up. So shouts out to Quentin Banks, and it's a lot of people. South Dallas has a lot of great lineage. You know, we had a group called Destiny. They were like our Jodeci.
Okay.
Curtis Blow, he was like more like a Suge Knight or like a Puffy record exec.
Not Curtis Blow from New York, y'all. Not basketball Curtis Blow.
I'm talking about the Dallas Curtis Blow.
Let's get that straight.
Yeah, you got to know the Dallas, Dallas history, a Dallas lineage.
Most podcasts, most people want to object themselves to make sure that was clear on that.
Yeah.
Because I remember Curtis Blow was mentioned on the documentary.
Yeah, Curtis Blow was he was big in South Dallas, like exec. I remember watching him shoot dice in front of Lincoln when I went to Lincoln. You know, just a lot of cool, prominent people that's from South Dallas. You know, a lot of rich history. And I'm a griot. A griot is a West African storyteller, but I'm a Southern storyteller. So I like to. Not only do I do hip hop, I study it and I analyze and I looked at everybody's plight and their story and what they've been through. I looked at their cover. I remember Nemesis, Snake, rest in peace, Big Al, Casanova Rock, Azim. I remember them coming to the Park South YMCA and they had them profile record jackets on. Like, wow.
I remember that.
Man, I thought that was so dope. Nemesis.
Y'all remember y'all remember Nemesis? Doom, doom, boom, doom, doom, boom, boom, boom.
Everybody know that.
Just get it clear, y'all. We want y'all to know. People think Miami created bass. Bass came from Dallas.
DJ Snake. Shouts out to DJ Snake. I talked to Snake right before I went to Atlanta like a month ago. DJ Snake, it's just an honor to be in the same room with him. Big up to Azim from Nemesis. I remember Azim came and talked to us at the masjid when we were kids. Big up to Big Al. Rest in peace, Big Al. I remember meeting those guys.
Yeah, okay.
Casanova Rock. He was the other one in Nemesis. So I remember watching them guys, man. So I'm, you know.
So about the Dallas hip hop scene, since we're on that, what was the other artists that was out there that people? You mentioned one dude that was real swift with the tongue, real light skinned dude. I don't know if he was white or mixed, whatever. He was real cool with the lyrics.
I remember Steve Austin. I remember they had a guy named Lance Romance. A lot of people don't know about Lance Romance. Lance Romance was like a pretty boy, like a Will Smith.
Okay.
I remember they had You Know Who, Left Right Shoe MCs, DJ Snoopy. You heard of DJ Snoopy? Will Majors. Will Majors is they had
I came to Dallas at the end of 03, early 04.
Yo, I'm taking it way back, way before that.
Yeah, that's why I want you. I want you to talk to.
Yeah, Snoopy was in a group called the FBI, Fresh Brothers Incorporated. They're one of the first groups to have their songs pressed up on wax and DFW. Snoopy, Will Majors, FBI, Fresh Brothers Incorporated, all you young cats. You got to know your history. You don't have to, but I would advise you. It would behoove you to know your history.
If you're in the rap game anyway.
Dallas has a rich history. And I'm not dissing none of the young cats, because the young cats, they took us to a level that we didn't get to, but it was a history of hip hop.
Break dancing, all that.
Yeah, there was like Gerald from the Boxhead. When I did that in a documentary,
yeah.
That's Gerald from the Boxhead. He rest in peace to Gerald. He went to Maceo Smith. They had a lot of people of our hip hop.
The breakdancing, pop lockers. I seen them on the documentary.
You
should tell people. By the way, tell people where they can find their documentary at. Tell them the name of their documentary.
The name of the documentary is called We From Dallas, because we from Dallas. It's directed by Teddy Cool and Joel Salazar and I can't think of King Hollis. You can see it right now on YouTube. But I was a primary part of being the conduit to introduce them to a lot of people. Like, they didn't really know a lot of those people. I kind of was the conduit to show them the direction, to tell them about the Left Right Shoe MCs, to tell them about these people, because a lot of these people, they passed away before it was a chance to get their name. When I was talking about like rapping Nookie and all that kind of stuff like that, from the Adidas brother, he's one of the first guys that died in the Dallas hip hop scene. I remember watching it with Dr. Funk. Keith was all on Senior Skip Day. Senior Skip Day was a part of Dallas, and everybody in Dallas would come together, Keys Park, and skip school from all over the metropolis, the Metroplex. So I seen Rappin' Nookie, rest in peace to him. I'm Rappin' Nookie. He the one that got me saying Pikahssso. He just kept saying his name repetitively over and over. So I wanted them to know about people like that. It's easy to know about a Pikahssso or a DOC or a Nemesis or Erykah Badu. It's easy to know because we still in the mix. Them people died or they fell off or they got sick or whatever.
Or they doing something else.
They're doing something else before this internet. You know what I'm saying? I remember, you know, so to know the history, you got to know the core, the bricks. I call it the core, the bricks, the foundation. A lot of people didn't get a chance to get their story told. A lot of them still didn't get their story told by that movie, but I tried my best to be the conduit to help them get their name out there.
Yeah.
I owe them that. Because I lived long enough to be able to get in this new generation, this new digital system, this new automated system we live in, which is which
it made the world this small now.
Yeah.
That internet shit, it made the world this small because now everybody is able to pick up terminology and slang and style and tip or trend from anywhere around the world now. Like you can be in Tupelo, Mississippi, but no, I ain't talk.
What you know about that? He said Tupelo. That's my people are from. Aberdeen. Oh, yeah, rest in peace, my mama.
You can be in places like that, but know how they talk in New York or how they talk in Seattle.
It's crazy you say that, man.
Talk in Oakland or some shit.
It's crazy you say that, man. When I see the people with the shag, man, we rock shags back in the 80s.
It's the 80s.
When I see Trap Boy Freddy, what's his name, Yellow Beezy with their shag, I'm like, man, they rocking something that we rock.
But it's a Dallas thing.
It's a Dallas thing.
It's a Dallas thing now, but they rock shags everywhere back in the day.
But that started down here.
Yeah. So
I seen Dr. Rock. Remember Dr. Rock? That's the one who got DOC started.
Okay.
Dr. Rock with the Feel Fresh crew. Dr. Rock had a shag. When I was a little kid, I thought his hair was so cool. And I see these young cats with the shag, but that shag been around at least about 40 years.
See, I remember, back in the day, our uncles used to rock the shags. Now, not us. I'm a 70s baby, so.
Yeah. Shag around a long time, man.
But as of right now, in modern day time, when people see the shag, it represents you from Dallas.
Especially Oak Cliff.
Oak Cliff.
That's
when I see somebody with a shag, I know they're not from North Dallas.
Yeah.
Because in North Dallas, we don't wear shags.
Yeah.
We just don't wear shags in North Dallas. You don't see it that often. But when you go to the south to downtown, you might start seeing them. Or east to downtown, you might start seeing them.
Man, I had a shag, believe it or not.
I could see.
Imagine that. Before I became the way I am, I'm from the hood, believe it or not, man.
I know you from the hood.
But God just blessed me and my mama my mama's a erudite, which means somebody that's of intellect and knowledge, and it just blessed me to be more, not better, but more well-spoken. So people think I'm from suburb. I live in Oak Cliff, man.
See, here's the thing, though. Yeah. People think that because people don't understand that it's a hood. Yeah. There are some bad kids that come out the hood, but there are some good people that come out the hood. Like she's from the hood.
What part?
She doesn't act like she from where I'm from.
Okay.
But she we went to school together.
Okay.
But she's not a hood. She doesn't have that hood mentality. She can get hood, but not her. There's some guys in the suburbs that's in the suburbs. They speak well, but also they act a little hood because I wouldn't even say they act hood, but they not no lames. Yeah. They about that smoke too. So I don't like people to just think the hood. I don't want people painting the hood as everybody in the hood don't
ignorant.
come out. Right. There's some smart people out the hood. I'm from the hood too. I live a crazy lifestyle, but I have an intellectual. I'm very intelligent too to a lot of shit. Not everything. I'm a little slow to shit, but I know what I'm supposed to know.
So he has a college degree.
I can believe that.
Associate's degree.
That's college.
Enough love, man.
I mean, yeah, it's journalism.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
But I'm a rapper though first. You know, I'm a rapper. I've been a rapper before all that. I just do this because it's a passion. And I love doing this. I love putting people. See, here's the thing. I came off this podcast, Cut the Cake to Kickback podcast. So by the way, hit that subscribe button. Watch the lights go up. Watch the lights go up. Hit that like button. Hit the dislike button. I like all the smoke. Fuck it. Comment. Tell me what you think. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I like all the smoke. No Middleman Production. All the Smoke Entertainment. Y'all know how we do it. But yeah, I started this podcast, man, to recognize the unrecognized. Whether you're a rapper, a person about to start a restaurant, a styling salon, you an activist, you got some type of program or something that you got to give out to the people or whatever. Or you got a story. You an OG that just came home from prison. Or you just somebody you been through a lot of adversity. You got a story to tell. I created this platform for that because you can't go to 97.9 The Beat. You can't go to Vlad. You can't go to Breakfast Club. You can't go to Boogie Diamond, whatever, Doggy Diamond.
Doggy Diamond, sorry.
You know, Drink Champs. You know, all those cats. Star in the Morning. You can't go to those guys.
I said Star.
That's my boy.
I met him.
This guy, Troy Turan.
Yeah, I met him.
Cool, ain't it?
He showed me a lot of love in my sitcom.
And then he accept you. And he talk to you, that's good.
I met him on the internet. He's a real cool guy.
Yeah,
he liked our sitcom. We doing the Fat Albert Hood and we did the Trap House sitcom.
Well, I watch his show every night called The Star Report.
Yeah, Star crazy. He's the originator of this crazy.
He
crazy. He like the father of this. Shouts out to Star.
Yeah, I told you that. The Star perspective.
You said Star. See, I looked at you. Okay, I met him online. He was real nice to me. That's Star from Star and Buck Wild.
He's from Jersey, Star and Buck Wild.
If it wasn't for Star, there wouldn't be no Charlemagne. There wouldn't be none of them.
Tell him again.
Wouldn't be no academics.
Shout out
Don't
to
never
Star,
get it twisted.
Man. Say it again.
Star.
Man.
If it wasn't for Star from Star and Buck Wild, there wouldn't be no Charlemagne, no academics, none of that. Yeah, crazy Star.
Hey, he said it, y'all.
Matter of fact, I said he was doing the Drink Champ before Drink Champ.
Yeah.
Seen that old Star? He was sitting there, him and Buck Wild was sitting there drinking all that and calling and calls.
Buck Wild just came up from jail. His birthday was 2 weeks ago.
Shouts out to Buck Wild. I met Star. I never met Buck Wild, but I met him online because
they had a show on MTV, Star and Buck Wild.
Yeah, the Star and Buck Wild Beat Suite. Yeah, if it wasn't for, and I'm not dissing the other cats, but if it wasn't for Star, there would be no Charlemagne. There would be no academics, and none of you guys is being.
I told you that.
Flips. Star was doing that stuff back in the early.
He the OG and that shit. And they so people think he'll tell you he's arrogant.
He's very arrogant, but I like that about him.
He's a New Jersey cat. He's Italian and black.
Star's very arrogant, but he's entertaining.
But he ran the streets in the '80s with the Shower Posse. He fuck with guys like that. He's the guy. He's the reason why I do this. Him and Tax Stone. No,
I seen Tax Stone, but I don't know him. I seen him.
Rest in peace, Combat Jack.
Combat Jack, I heard of him.
So those the guys that did. When I first started podcasting, those were the only podcasters.
Them some good followers, man. You said Star though. Shouts out to Star. He showed me a lot of love, man. Just randomly.
It wasn't all the podcasters then. It was just Breakfast Club and Vlad and all them. But for the podcast, you had the Joe Rogans and all them. But for hip hop and black culture, nobody knew what a podcast was when I first started. I was at iHeartRadio right here.
Okay.
On the Ian Gleason show, this tall building right here.
Okay.
We passed it. But anyway.
One day you're going to be like that, though. Just like them. Mark my words.
It was 4 or 5 years ago I started doing this shit on this show. I started my podcast from the rooter to the tutor. You know, I came up with the whole nine. I orchestrated everything. I said I just need somebody to work the camera. And then I do the camera. No Middleman Productions. You know, I got the scram bitch, all that, you know, no bozo. I got all this shit locked down. But I started this podcast to recognize the unrecognized. I'm not chasing celebrities, I'm breaking celebrities. And I'm making people I want that person. I love interviewing these young rappers, man. They had that first interview because when they blow up, I'm gonna be the one that will interview them first.
That's dope.
I already had that. I don't want to interview them when they bougie and shit. It ain't concrete. You know what I'm saying? I want to interview them when it's concrete. And that's why I like these young dudes and whoever comes. I like the upcoming shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind interviewing this. You know, I think 52 Savage is about the closest thing to a celebrity that I had on here. And then I think I put you kind of like a Dallas celebrity. You're a Dallas celebrity.
Thank you, man.
You got to put it out there. I mean, it's really true. That's true. You're a Dallas celebrity. Your name get mentioned. In my opinion, my top 5 rappers in DFW history. You up in there with Mo3 and DOC.
Thank you, man.
7 the Great. And
I've heard a lot about 7 the Great. He was South Dallas, right?
Yeah. And somebody else. So it's somebody. And I want to say, if I said DFW, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I'm gonna say Bugatti Casino. He a young rapper. He on that little. I'm not gonna call it drill rap.
He that with Go Yayo?
He used to fuck with Go Yayo.
Okay, I heard him. Yeah, seen him on Half Pint.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of rappers I listen to, and I like the little dude Mooney 900. Got that song "Knock Me Up." That's jamming. So I'm gonna get all these guys lined up. I got all these interviews lined up with these rappers. I'm about to bring Dallas back together because I've been having conversation with these guys, these Cowboy Key, Rich Carlton, Archie Lee, Knothead, rappers like that. They told me, man, you could be the person to bring Dallas together, man, and we could be better in Atlanta and Houston.
We need this, man. That's
why
why
we can be the next. We can be that next southern state, that next southern city. That if all the rappers come together, man, with their shit, man, we got so. We be like New York back in the '90s.
I agree. I concur.
Dallas can be like New York in the '90s if these rappers set aside their differences.
That's a hard thing to do. But
it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna take somebody like all these. I'm grooving them though. They come on my show, I'm saying the same message every time. Every time they come on my show, and they all sit right here, and you'll watch every episode. You'll be like, I agree, you should do that. And if I get 20 of them to say that shit, man, if I get 20 of them dudes to say, yeah, let's do that, and they all 20 come up with a song, get monkey see, monkey do.
Shouts out to the younger generation. I watch them all. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't know them, but I watch them, and I'm sure they probably do the same thing. And some of them probably do the same thing with me. In Dallas, a lot of people like to act like they don't know each other. When they seen 52 Savage, I done watched Trap Boy Freddy, Go Yayo, Mo 3. Matter of fact, I regret not meeting Mo 3. I had a chance to meet him. They had a Stop the Violence thing at the W Hotel, maybe like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, Mo 3. He's a real little small guy.
Yeah.
When I seen him, I didn't know he was that small. When I seen him, I was taking some pictures. I was going to talk to him later, but of course that'll never happen. I never see him again. He got murdered. Rest in peace to Mo 3. But he was a very talented. He's a force that you'll never see again in this city. I hate. I'm gonna say this on your show. I hate that Mo 3 passed away.
No, everybody, you ain't the first one to say that.
I hate that.
Say it, no.
Man, that shit make me
I was
sick.
about to ask you about that. We're gonna get into that right now. We're about to get into that right now because I asked 52 Savage, Quint Fox.
I heard of Quint Fox.
Yeah, for Oak Cliff Holly Hill.
Yeah, I heard of him.
I just interviewed him.
He had a video on the JFK video. He shot it about reduplicating the JFK assassination.
Yeah,
I study them all.
But he was on my. I just interviewed him for 2 episodes ago.
Okay, but I've heard of him though.
52 Savage. Who else? But everybody speak their piece about what happened when Mo, because the first time I met Mo 3 is when the last time I seen him before all this rap shit, he was 13. Okay. I was staying on Skillman. We had a studio. Our apartment was a studio. We used to record in. We used to sell, allegedly we used to sell, weed about it there,
It's all good, man.
People used to hang out at our crib, play dominoes, Madden, record, whatever, shoot dice. It was a spot, Mo 3 mom lived in the same apartment complex, and of course they lived there. And she used to hang out with us every now and then, and because everybody was there. But we had a recording studio there. She always told us, don't let my son come up in here. He used to beg us to want to record in our studio. He used to beg us, but we was too young, and we told his mom told us, don't never let him in. But, I remember 3-4 years ago when I first heard him, I told my boy Drake, I said, cuz, this little nigga used to be coming to our, I said, look what we had.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I like sharing that story about Mo 3 though, because get to what you were saying, I felt bad when I seen he passed away, because all I remember is that little boy at 13. Even though I seen him as Mo 3 as a rapper, when he died, that little boy at 13 that came to my mind.
Yeah.
And everybody was, it's just everybody was got their own. I never met nobody that said something different than everybody else said about Mo 3. So in your frame of mind, like you just was saying, when you found out he was dead, how you feel like?
I never met Mo 3. I want to make sure this thought is put out so precisely with warmth. We need to be warm as black men to each other. I never met Mo 3. I seen him in real life at the Stop the Violence event. I guess they were trying to bring peace with him and Yellow Beezy. Yellow Beezy wasn't there, but Mo 3 was there. I seen him with my own eyes.
What was this in Frisco?
He was in downtown Dallas at not the W. What's that other hotel? It's a big hotel. The Omni?
The Omni right there, down by the convention center.
Yeah, they invited me to that. I got invited by Fatty Daddy, invited me down.
Fatty Daddy, yeah, we used to rap back then.
Yeah, Fatty Daddy invited me to that, and I went. And when I walked,
Fatty Daddy, man,
shout out to Fatty Daddy. They were doing something to try to stop the violence in the city. It was Reverend Jawan. He a Reverend. He was trying. Matter of fact, I went to Lancaster High with him. They was trying to get all the rappers to come together to help bring peace to Dallas. And I seen Mo 3 after. I said, that's Mo 3. I seen him. I knew he was. I didn't know he was that small. Not that I'm big, but he's smaller than me.
He's short, yeah.
He's small. I'm a small guy, so he's smaller than me. So you got to be like 5'3" or something like that, 5'2".
A little short ass nigga.
Get a little bitty dude. I said, wow, all that energy in that small body. And I said, I want to take a picture with him, just because I'm different generations. And that'll never happen because he passed away. I never seen him after that day. I seen him at the So Mo 3 was at a Stop the Violence event to try to bring a stop to the violence in Dallas. I seen him with my own eyes. He was there. A lot of people don't know that. He was there. I seen him. And one day, I'm like November 10th or 11th, I'm riding down the street. I get a text, Pikahsso, you hear what happened to Mo 3? As soon as I seen it, my heart dropped because I pretty much knew. When I found out Mo 3 died, I never met the guy in my life, only seen him. It literally made me sick to my stomach. A lot of guys that try to play, as black men, we try to play tough, like we don't have feelings and emotions. When I found out Mo 3 died, it made me sick to my stomach because I watched him. I watched him evolve. And as an older guy, an elder statesman in hip hop, to all our younger cats out there, we're not supposed to be taking each other out like that. When Mo 3 passed away, that's all about an Oak Cliff Zoo. I used to live in the area.
I just, when it happened, I just left that area.
Yeah, that's all about an Oak Cliff Zoo, by Beckley, St. I used to live that way. By Beckley, St. You go down Beckley, make a left, get on 35. I used to live down that way, so it made me think when I lived in that area. Mo 3, one of the biggest things in Dallas since DOC and Erykah Badu, that's how he went out on the streets, all on the news. It made me sick to my stomach. And to whoever killed Mo 3, you didn't have to do him like that, man. And I mean, I don't want no parts. I ain't no gangster, no tough guy, but I'm not scary. Y'all didn't have to do him like that. Y'all could have just.
Yeah. I mean,
y'all could have just went with the nut. Y'all
say that shit, man.
Y'all didn't have to kill him like that, man.
Say that shit because I mean,
that was just vicious. It was vile. It was just raw. It was. We don't even do white people like that. To do whatever. I know Mo 3, and I seen Mo 3 video. He talked a lot of shh. I don't want to curse. He talked a lot of shh. But y'all have to do him like that, and whatever his people may have done, y'all have to do it. I wish it was just another way we could have resolved that, than have Mo 3 go out like that. So that's how I felt, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't. It made me feel. Matter of fact, I got depressed. That's weird. When Mo 3 died, I don't know about you. I got depressed. I felt depressed for like 3-4 days. Like, why am I depressed?
Yeah.
I never met him.
I posted. I made videos. So it was.
Were you depressed?
I was depressed.
It was depressing.
I did a video, man. It got like 2,000 views on it. Like right when it happened, I made a video on YouTube.
And I don't want to exploit Mo 3 because I'm an underground rapper, so I don't need their money. I don't care about their money. But if I don't care about that, I don't have money. Money leads to evil. Money is the gateway to the devil. Sometimes if it's in the wrong hand, and sometimes money will make you be a puppet for the devil, or make you be a pawn for the devil.
Not lying. You get where your ground is.
Yeah. So I don't care about their money, what they do. I don't care about it. I got my money to the other. We had money in the 90s, and money just leads to destruction if it's in the wrong hands. But when I found out Mo 3 died, it depressed me. I found myself I just laid in the bed for like 2 or 3 days. I had just did an interview with the Wild Out Radio, and I found out, I was thinking about the whole interview, and I got really depressed. That's I don't want to see that happen to none of them. Go Yale, none of these cats. That's not how.
You got to casino because they still got a little. It's still a little hot in the kitchen.
It's a little hot out there. I see them talking a little.
You got like Bugatti Casino and Lil J Casino.
I don't know. I know Lil.
I heard together, but they from Fort Worth along with Go Yayo. It's some other rappers I've been tuning in to. It's another. Shout out to the Ken Hunter guy out of South Dallas.
Who?
Ken Hunter.
Never heard of him. What's his name?
Ken Hunter.
Shouts out to Ken Hunter, South Dallas.
He got the punchlines.
They wouldn't know me because I'm saying South Dallas way before their time. So them guys wouldn't know me.
They were just on Real Life Street Stars last week, and I checked this music guy. He's like the punchline king of Dallas.
Okay.
He got those. He's like the rappers I like to listen to because I don't listen to all that swag trap type of stuff. I listen to sub trap dudes that talk about selling drugs a certain kind of way, not doing them.
Like Benny the Butcher now.
Yeah, like
they talk about it, but they got lyrics with it.
Yukmouth. Because my favorite 3 rappers.
You say Yukmouth?
My favorite 3 rappers is Benny Siegel, Yukmouth, and Nas.
You say Yukmouth?
Yeah, Yukmouth.
I did a tour with Yukmouth. I'm glad you bringing back memories. We gonna get. That's how my history come up. I did a tour. I did a tour with Yukmouth and The Regime. That's the Regime. The Regime.
The Regime. Yeah, the Regime.
We did the
Dragon.
We did the San Jose State with them and parts of the Wu-Tang back in like '98 with Goo.
Yeah, the album called The Appellation.
Yeah,
the double album.
We had a like little rhyme sparring fest on the side of the freeway.
That's Ken Hunter right there in South Dallas, man.
Okay.
He got some little stuff. He got them punchlines.
Okay, Ken Hunter.
Let me tell you a story though about Yukmouth because that's my favorite rapper.
Let me tell you about Yukmouth.
Nas and Benny Siegel.
I did a show with Yukmouth, a tour with Yukmouth. Bootleg of the Dayton Family.
Dayton Family, yeah.
And parts of the Wu-Tang. I can't remember a lot of Dark Man's on the Wu. We did San Jose State, I think. San Jose State, Seattle, Portland.
Yeah.
That's what we had to deal with Universal. I'm saying Universal, they had us on tour, and I just happened, you know, when you do tours, you wind up linking with other people, and I linked up with Yukmouth.
I had to deal with Universal before too. I got an album.
We were distributed to the Red Rum Records, but I did a show with Yukmouth. Them niggas can spit. I can spit. But we were spitting on, man, we wanted to spit so bad. We pulled over. We pulled Numbskull on with it. It was just Yukmouth and The Regime.
Yukmouth and The Regime,
We pulled over on the side of the road, like I think in Cali somewhere, and freestyle with Cabal with them. That's real history. I wish we had cameras back then like now. There was Yukmouth and The Regime, just Red Rum, which is me and Cabal. Man, them niggas was bringing that heat, and I was bringing it back too. I remember San Jose State bringing that heat from Dallas before anybody was doing that. I was bringing the heat to these rap niggas. Some of them Wu-Tang niggas. Straight up, Lil Pikahssso, Chicago. I was in Chicago eating niggas.
Hey, check this out.
What?
You know what's funny?
What?
Because before I Got 5 when it came out, right?
Yeah.
And before I listened to that album, Operation Stackola, and then they second album, Lunatic Music, my favorite rapper was Nas. And Big Boy from Outkast and Twista.
I met Nas and Big Boy and Andre.
Twista. They're my favorite, and then MJG from MJG and A-Ball and MJG. They're my favorite rappers. So, but when they came out, when I Got 5 on it, and I heard the rest of this shit, then he came out with their second album, that solo album in '98, the Abulation Thugged Out, the double CD. I said, this is my favorite rapper. Then, like the next year, Benny Siegel came out.
Yukmouth can spit. I'm telling you, rap with him.
I know he can spit.
We spit with him on the. I'm just telling this. A lot of people don't know this. On the side of the
Everybody
freeway.
know that. Everybody know Yukmouth can spit.
On the side of the freeway, Red Rum Pikahssso with Yukmouth and The Regime. He probably don't even remember that. That was like in the late '90s. Shouts out to Yukmouth. Them niggas got skills. Cause when you got skills, I got skills too. And I'm a country boy. So, matter of fact, my song Country Skill, that's when I made it up, being on the road. Said, man, you country, but you got skill. I started making a song called Country Ass Nigga with Some Skills. Because everybody said that on the road. Man, you a country nigga, but you got skills.
Yeah.
So, shouts out to Yukmouth. That was like that cutlery, that sharp and steel, sharp and steel.
Yeah, steel, sharp and steel.
You said that name. I don't mean to go off on that, but
nah,
you said that, you made me think about that. I forgot all about that.
I'm a hip-hop historian.
Thank you, Yukmouth. Yukmouth did with Bootleg from. Matter of fact,
Yukmouth shared my video on his Instagram page.
Yukmouth had a joint so big, man.
A year and a half ago.
It like an arm. I think Yukmouth smoked the joint the size of an arm.
I believe.
Look, it looked like
his name is Smoke a Lot.
Yukmouth, was that a real joint? We was in I think Portland or Oregon. It's like this. Bootleg, I thought Bootleg though, he had this relativity van with his face on the side of it. Bootleg from the Dayton Family. Shouts out to them. Just show it.
I'm going.
Dayton Family.
But yeah, the Dayton Family, more out there out of Dayton, Michigan.
Yeah.
Or they from Flint, Michigan.
Who would ever think that an eccentric guy like me would be on show with them guys?
Hey,
all over the West Coast.
I know so much. I've never been a regional person when it comes to music. Because ain't no such thing as East Coast country or West Coast country or down South country or Midwest country. So I treat all music like that, whether it's rap, R&B. I don't listen to certain music because you're from a certain fucking state or side of the map. I never been like that. When the Tupac Biggie shit was going on, the East Coast, West Coast shit, the media made it be, not the people. I didn't let that affect me. I didn't dislike Nas because Tupac hated on him or went on him. A lot of people don't like Nas because of what Tupac had said to something. Same thing with Jay-Z.
I met Nas before through Greg Street.
Greg Street? Shout out to Greg Street.
Greg Street, I was in Atlanta one time, me and my homeboy James, he said, hey man, and Nas manager want Nas to skip and Greg Street, no, Pikahssso go first. But I was like, that's Nas, you could let him go first. I wasn't tripping because Nas, he had a deal.
What album was this, like the Illmatic or it was written?
Definitely put out Illmatic, or the second album. It's one of those two.
Written.
Yeah, it was written at Illmatic. We was at Greg Street show. I had me and my homeboy James and Nas. Yeah, Nas walked in. This is a real story. I never told this stuff. You getting it first. Nas walked in and Greg Street. No, he go next. I don't know why Greg Street wouldn't let him go, but Nas got some interview to go to next. He want to go first. Greg said, no, let him go. I'm thinking that's Nas, man. Let him go. Because, he got a record. At the time, I'm thinking, now I wouldn't think like that. I'm Pikahssso, but at the time, like, that's Nas, man. Let him go before us. He want to go. Because I respected him. He walked in the interview, but Nas was player. Nas was like, I'm cool, I'm good. So shouts out to Nas. He was the perfect gentleman. He could have been like,
I get some more for you.
Yeah, Nas could have been like, no, I want to go first. But he wasn't let us go first at the Greg Street show. That was like 97. Something like that. 98. I don't remember the year. That was a long time ago. That's when I met Nas in Atlanta. Real cool, laid back guy. Real mellow. Like we had the little cool cut. Shouts out to Nas. He was nice.
I got something to say though because I was telling my lady this shit earlier.
Yeah.
I got something I want to bring you. Let me sit down right quick.
Bring it up.
And I heard this on the documentary. Or I heard it somewhere. Now that I sit back and look and I listen to a lot of your shit, and I listen to some other shit, do you think that Andre 3000 man took your style?
Man, everybody asked me that. Man.
You know about that.
You know, I figured you were going to ask me that because I always get asked that. A lot of people ask me that Andre took my style. Real life street stars ask me that, my homeboys. Matter of fact, in my comment, you trying to be like Andre. I put it to you like this, I don't know. I met Andre before. Real nice guy.
So the Cadillac music came out, it was 94.
Yeah, I met Andre before. I interviewed when I had to Starving Artist.
He wasn't rapping like that in 94 and 95.
I met Andre before. I don't know. I will say this. I don't know. You never know what your style do. I said to you like this. I met Andre and Big Boy before. What is it, 635 right off that? Through my homegirl Vanessa Berry. They had the office BMG. I met her through Vanessa Berry, Gita, Billy Bowles, Greg Powell. Vanessa Berry just passed away of blood cancer maybe last year or year before last. So I met Outkast through them. I freestyled with Andre a couple times up in that office. I don't know. But I will say this, Andre was always the consummate professional. He's a real kind guy. I honestly, I don't think Andre, when I met Andre, he wasn't as strange as he is now. When I met him, he was actually kind of thuggish, to be honest with you. So when I see him acting weird, like, hey, the guy I met, it's like he making himself be strange or whatever, which is cool. I don't know. I will say there is one rapper that because people in my comment, I'm glad you asked me, the people in my comment, you trying to be like Andre. Actually, I'm not. Because my style, I've been doing it for a long time. Go look at my old records. They say 93 on that stuff. I've been doing it for a long time.
See, that's what I did. Not to cut you off, though, but I'm going to let you keep going because I had to ask that question. Matter of fact, that was one of the first questions I wanted to ask.
Everybody asked me that, though, man.
And I guess what my lady should tell you, I brought it to her attention today, but I said something to her before, but I brought it back to her attention today. Because I played her music in the videos to her a couple times. I know she liked that type of music.
Weird hip hop, weird southern hip hop.
Whether it's hip hop or whatever.
It's weird, man.
She like it because she like the sound of like. And I said I mentioned it to her. I said, now I've heard through the grapevine that Outkast came to Dallas like every other artist do, and they take a Dallas wave and run the trend with them back home. Make it seem like it's something they came out with. So I think once Outkast came to Dallas and they heard Pikahsso, Andre 3000 took that with them after that after the first album. ATLiens was not right there, but the third album, Aquemini, and
I put it like this, and I'm real careful about this because you never know, but it must be something to it because everybody asked me that. I mean, even random fans ask me that. People do our music reviews.
It was an ATLiens too, I heard it.
You think ATLiens too?
I heard more.
I'm going to listen to it again and catch it, but I know for sure Aquemini. When I hear some of your stuff, man.
My mama said that, rest in peace to my mama. She passed away in January. My mama was listening in the mall in Atlanta. She said, these boys kind of got your sound. Like, what are you talking about? I said, play it on the phone. Yeah, mom, everybody. My mama said that Skip Cheatham.
Never happened to Skip Cheatham.
I don't know. I talked to him on Facebook like about 3 months ago.
He was popping.
I don't know what happened to Skip Cheatham. That's a good question.
When I first moved down there, he was Skip Cheatham and somebody that skipped something else.
Skip Murphy.
I
did the Skip Murphy intro. A lot of people don't know that.
Head Crack.
Yeah, that's Head Crack. I did the
He from New York.
Yeah. Head Crack on the PPTI, but a lot of people don't know. I did the Skip Murphy intro when you wake up in the morning, thanks to Nanette Lee. What's that station? What's the number one station? Your radio's on 104. They got news you can... That right there. If you listen to that, I was doing a little harmonia style. The radio's on 104. They got news you can use and a little bit more. That was like 94, 95. Go look at it. It's on YouTube.
So you're a rapper, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I like your rapping and shit, but I love when you be doing that little harmony.
Little harmony, yeah.
Where that shit come from?
Foursome D's. Itching for a scratch. Done for this morning. They was doing this stuff before. I studied Foursome D's, Parliament Funkadelic, Sly and the Family Stone, Stevie Wonder. That's where my style came from. And believe it or not, I was influenced a lot heavily by Busta Rhymes. I can admit that because I don't believe in plagiarism. Busta Rhymes and Big Daddy Kane. And probably Kwame. I'll say Kwame.
Kwame. Hey,
a lot of people don't credit Kwame, but I said, Kwame had the little dye in his hair.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I started watching.
You went back, nobody don't even know Kwame is.
Kwame, that was the original weirdo of hip hop.
Yeah.
So, but I was watching Busta Rhymes, Leaders of the New School, Kwame, and Big Daddy Kane. That's who really just like, wow. I used to watch Rap City back in the Gap.
You don't know that he can't do the new school Busta Rhymes come from.
All that animated. If you see me live, you ever see me live on stage, I'm real animated. If I pull from anybody, I would say Busta Rhymes.
You want to know a fun fact? Since we talking back in the day, my boy Grand Pooba from
Grand Pooba Maxwell. Grand Nubian.
He's the first swag rapper. He created swag rap.
Yeah, Grand Pooba's one of the real figures.
Think about it. You think about it, Grand Pooba from Brand Nubian. Lord Jamar, another nigga. I love Lord Jamar.
Lord Jamar got a podcast, Godcast.
Yeah, Godcast. But Grand Pooba was the first swag rapper.
I like Grand. I'm keep talking. I'm pulling up songs.
The first gangster rapper. Guess who the first gangster rapper was?
Schoolie D.
Out of Philadelphia.
Schoolie D. You didn't think I knew that, did you?
Right. You motherfucking right.
He didn't know I was gonna say that, did he?
I sure did.
You thought I was gonna say like NWA.
I thought you were going. You know what? I can ask. You know what? You be the only one to get that question right. I can ask anybody else that's a rapper or think they're a real rap historian. That same question, they won't know Schoolie D. They won't say Schoolie D. Who the first New York gangster rapper? Cool G Rap. Motherfucking right.
Cool G Rap.
Yo, who he put on? Who his baby mama is? Who
Superhead.
Damn right.
Corinne Stephens. Man, I know my shit, my nigga. You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I like that.
You like that, don't you?
I know a chick named Superhead. She gives Superhead. Just moved in the building. Even gave the Superhead.
Well, wow. He said that?
Hey, that's Styles P from the Locks, man.
Oh, Styles P said that? Okay.
Yeah. That was back in what, 98, 99 out that Rough Riders Volume 1, I think. Or probably was it JD. It maybe was Locks' second album, We Are the Streets. One of them. Anyway, I like all rappers, man. I listen to everybody, man. People from everywhere.
But you gotta know your history, man. And like I said, back on the end of that Andre 3000 thing, I don't know, but I'm flattered because Andre 3000 is a phenomenal artist, and everywhere I go, people say, did he take his style? Did you get his style? Or did you steal from him? Sometimes people say I stole from him. In my comment, people in the comments be going raw.
There's no way it's documented that you have because you've been doing that, what you've been doing way before Outkast was even put out there.
Tell you what, everybody to go put up the Skip Murphy Morning Show intro, Dysfunctional, Pikahssso. And that was done in 94. You hear me doing that little harmonious style. That was on the radio. That was the biggest morning radio show in probably the Southwest. Listen to me do that style. Then I got songs I did it before that. That was like 93. Me and my homeboy Poindexter was the first guy to say, when I told him I'm gonna do that style, man, for real? Say, I'm gonna do singing like rap. That was like 90. 89 to 90.
Are you still putting music out?
Yeah. I got a new album I'm working on called The South Dallas Griot, produced by Big Hub and Soul Food. I hope y'all like it. Big Hub and Soul Food.
Man, you know what? I know me. I'm a different type of rapper than you, but I love to collaborate on some shit with you.
I do it, man. I'm down to do song with anybody.
I'm an artist too, though, because I do a lot of stuff with my voice and all that. But I just know my content. Probably.
Like I did on Failure,
my content a little crazy.
Man, I did song with everybody. That song, like she was talking about when I walked in, The Failure, that Pee Wee Herman. I call it the chipmunk brain funk style. You did it all my life, you know.
I did it. I
want to hear it while where it go. I just took that. You know how that came about? We was recording. This is the truth about my life, you know. I couldn't remember the words I did on my recorder, and it ran out of battery. Picnic went and sped it up. I said, "Hey, Picnic, how you do that? Cause you make my voice sound like that all the way through." It was an accident. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what I said. I said, man, he said I can speed it up. So he recorded and sped it up on his computer. This is the truth about my life. I said, man, can you make my voice do that? He said, yeah, I can, and still make it be on. I want to show you something about Outkast.
See.
Hold on.
See, they did that with.
Who is that? Right? Who is this in this picture? That's why I was on my phone. You ain't that rude. Who was that in that photo?
I don't know about that. Damn. It look like it's Outkast.
That's me and Outkast. So, me and Big Boy. So I'm saying I've met them a couple times. I was chilling with that. So everybody, I want the people in the camera land to see that. That's me and Andre. I met him way back in the days. That's back in the Gap when I had hair. So a lot of people like, you never been on? Yes, I have. Just time. Matter of fact, I'm the first person to interview one of the first person in the South to interview Outkast on the Starving Artist. Look at STARVYN, Starving. We interviewed. I freestyle with them. So you never know. I kicked it with them a couple times, so that's proof. You got to have receipts these days. I just want to show y'all that.
Just by me hearing that, man, the way I heard it, man, it makes sense to me because when he hooked up with Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu probably played y'all music to him.
Don't tell him.
And it's just her being from where she from and her having access to who y'all are, opposed to all the other people that's out there in the limelight, because she's from South Dallas or whatever. Now, I'm pretty sure she played that shit to him. And he loved that melody and how you harmonized that stuff and how you did it. And said, I'm going to do that.
That's one of them things the world will never know. I don't know. Everybody asks me that, but I have no idea.
I think the music that you make to this day, the industry needs to have that in rotation.
I wish they would.
You need to be you need to. I'm surprised you're not on stuff like Wild and Out or these little other platforms. Because I see you on the outside of it. I see you doing things. I see you on the shows you be doing and your videos, and your message that you put together on videos. This is me now. I'm a street guy, and I watch you, and I'll be paying attention to everybody, even if I don't say stuff. Or I'm probably gonna like, if anything, if I don't come there, but I see what you're doing. I just wonder sometimes why Pikahsso was not in some type of camera or not in a sitcom, or why you not rubbing shoulders with some entertainment right now.
I'll say, you know what, a couple of my homeboys said Pikahsso. Even Dr. Rock that got DOC said Pikahsso, you supposed to be big in hip hop. And you know what?
I think it's just you should be. I think you should be big in hip hop. But the way how I look at you, and she probably do the same. I think you should be big just for the entertainment market. Period. I'm
gonna tell you the reason why I'm not. Why I think. Now, when I was younger, I've been in the industry, but now that I'm older and I can be held accountable for my own action, I think I'm the reason why I'm not bigger in entertainment, because I'm kind of very secluded. I don't really network a lot. I only fool with people that I like. I'm a very private man. Like all these other guys, they go out and mix and mingle and go out and network. I really don't do that like I used to. Not that I'm funny style. I just kind of do my own little thing or whatever, you know.
Let's get right back here. So ask him what he mean by that. He just tell me that. You just keep it going.
Okay.
I should have looked at it to be honest with you.
I get like this sometimes.
It sounds like good. It looks like good news to me. It just distracted me on that.
That's all good, man. I like it natural. Just keep it. I can handle it.
That's what the came back about, though, man.
Keep it natural.
I tell everybody, man. I'm not that blogger. I'm not that podcast host. I'm not that show host that go by the rules. I mean, I go by my own rules. I'm a grown man. I think I know what I should do and I shouldn't do, or what I should do.
So whatever news you got, I can say I was there when you got it. So I like being. That's history. We just don't know what it's right now. The answer is new. I was there when he got the news.
So like, and like reason why I brought, and it goes back to what this show is all about. I brought I'm acknowledging a Dallas legend and in the rap game, and just a Dallas legend to the city itself, because they dealt with the Dallas Mavericks and other type of corporations throughout the city of Dallas. So he's a Dallas legend to me, and I brought him back on the show just because I love his spirit, his energy, his message, and when he come back on the show, he doesn't necessarily have to be a guest. I love to have him on my show, man, as a guest co-host. You come on, you just want to co-host the show, man. You might want to interview me with one of these people. I say, cuz come be the co-host on this show. I'm gonna interview this such and such. You can come on as that. You can be a repeated guest.
I'm down to come through. I'm down to come through if every woman and drop some jewel. And that's like what you just said. That's the reason.
That's what this podcast is all about.
That's the reason why I didn't make it. What you just said. You answered my question. When I had opportunities, I'm kind of like, believe it or not, kind of bashful a little bit. Hey, Pikahsso, why don't you come do that? Man, I'm cool. Hey, Pikahsso, why don't you do that? Man. Yeah. And then I look up like, if I went there, I'd have been on this TV commercial.
If it was the fifth, you all be drunk.
Huh?
If was the fifth,
yeah,
you all be drunk.
That's what I'm saying though. But when there was opportunity for me, I'm like, Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want to do that. I'm so scared at the house. And you can't blow up saying at the house. You can't blow up if you ain't putting out your product. You got to keep putting stuff out.
But nobody would see this. I would never think that, because even when she watched it, every time y'all got interviewed or asked questions from somebody, you was the one that spoke up highly and first with energy where you seem like you was all about it. Yeah, you like.
That's because most of the time when we did like Fox 4,
you were the speaker of the
they the one just called me.
UPN 21.
You been paying. You been doing your homework.
I know that I do. That's what I do.
Like when let's say we go to UPN 21, they put rap star Pikahsso or PPT. Like I didn't, and I think sometimes they may have caused a little dissension, but maybe I don't know. But I didn't ask them to do that. They just automatically made me the head guy. Matter of fact, Picnic and TD the one that came up with the name PPT. It wasn't me. They came up with it on my birthday.
It wasn't, but it ended up becoming a big because of your personnel.
Man, cause you know what? Even though I'm real secluded and bashful, I believe in seizing the moment. This moment that we doing right now, I take it serious. I know how to speak clearly.
Yeah.
I know how to speak fluently. I have not that I'm bragging, but I have I don't have a.
You ain't bragging. We see it.
I don't have a limited vocabulary. I don't have a limited vocabulary. I'm studying. I'm analyzing.
I'm a slow nigga, so
you're not a slow nigga, man. You're not slow. You playing like you slow. You like Ray Charles. You country dumb, nigga playing dumb. You ain't dumb. You heard Ray Charles say that? He's I'm country dumb, but you ain't dumb. Yeah. Trust me. You got this camera and that ain't dumb right there. Look at why you smiling. You playing dumb. Matter of fact, niggas like you.
No, I'm not. I'm more city than country. I've been in the cities more than.
No, I mean by country dumb is like they think like Ray Charles. Oh, I do that sometimes.
I never lived in the country in my life.
Sometimes you gotta play the food to get the food.
I know that. I learned how to dissect shit. But it goes back to like on my Apple library, I have all your music, man, and I wish it doesn't really give me that much because how you got yourself titled and certain stuff, PBT or Pikahsso, Representative or Pikahsso, but
I wish I would have done that too. That's one of the mistakes I made to put my music, changing all them damn names. God, I'm glad you bringing up some stuff that I'm bringing up.
This is what I do all day,
man. If all you artists out there do not be like me, I thought it'd be real cute
What's
to
the
change.
like, baby? By the way, go ahead, keep talking.
I thought it'd be real cute to change my name up on different songs. Yeah. I thought it'd be real cute to change my names up on different songs and to have different things spelled.
30 minutes, baby.
You went in 52 minutes, babe. I was just saying you had 8 minutes left.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we can put it. Hey.
No, she good.
All you artists out there.
How much time was ticking? She was giving me how much time was left.
Okay. All you artists out there, when you put your music on iTunes, make it one name. I got so much stuff out there, so many different names, and that shit is a quagmire. It's a conundrum.
And it messes up the algorithm.
Oh my God, I wish I could. Matter of fact,
the algorithm is titled into one name of things, so people just.
I made that mistake.
Like every time, like me. Like
I never seen you with your hat off before. You look different.
I didn't act good though.
Yeah, I know you look like more mature with it off. But no, man, I made a mistake and put all my stuff in all these different names. That was dumb. Artists don't do that. If you're gonna stick one name, stick with it. I mean, the PPT, I get that, I had to, but I got it spelled different. I thought I was being clever. No, I should have just made it all Pikahsso. Pikahsso. Don't do that. That was dumb. Learn from me. Next.
Hey, I will say this though, it was good. I gotta say, man, I'm glad that you came on the show tonight, man.
Oh, hell yeah. I was looking forward to it.
I wanted to invite you before, and I want to invite you more. There's no stopping on this season. I'm not gonna do 27 episodes like I did the other 2 seasons. I'm just gonna keep it running. And if you feel like coming on, man, just being a co-host. If you see me advertising about the next episode, who I'm gonna interview, hit me up. Say, man, I want to be a part of that.
Okay. Hey, man, I thank you for having me here. I really, y'all was the consummate
Most
professional.
definitely, man.
Y'all very nice to me. I feel sometimes I done did an interview before, and I feel like, damn, they kind of funny a little bit. I'm sensitive. We Southern, we sensitive a little bit.
Well, I had you at my last show with the same vibe.
Yeah, same vibe. I feel warm, and it makes you want to speak. I've been at some shows. The host got me sitting in the lobby 2 and 3 hours. I'm gonna go home, and then having fun. I feel that vibe, So y'all were very warm to me.
That's not my thing. See,
I know.
Think about the kickback. I asked you to come here early because most of the time I won't that I want to vibe and kick it. Like we cook during the kickback. You know, it's food involved. It's called the kickback for a reason. You know, normally we already eating or something, or you're the only guest that's been on ever brought it that doesn't drink or smoke.
I don't drink. I don't even eat beef or pork. I never had pork. I don't eat beef. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat fruits and vegetables. So I'm a weirdo. It's hard to feed me. That's all I eat is fruits and vegetables and juice. That's why I'm so damn bony.
I ain't mad at
I need to gain some weight.
Hey, you know what? I've been beefing up like a mother. Last time you see me, I was probably 170. I'm 206 pounds now.
You 26? I'm 155.
You see,
It's pretty little.
I gained another weight since then, but it's
You look like the same. You ain't that, but it fits you because you're a tall guy. You're not very short, so it fit. You don't look. You ain't
You
fat.
probably don't remember how I was back then.
I remember you.
It was 2017, 18 when this.
But you about the same size to me. But you a tall cat. You were like 6 feet. You're not no.
I'm 6'2".
You're not no short guy, so that it fit. And if I was your size, I look like Gerald Levert, called Pudgy or whatever.
Oh damn.
I'm 5'8", 5'9". I'm a little guy, man. But I like being a little guy. I don't want to be a big dude.
I mean, when you do, I like being slim too. Trust me. So, like I said, man, I invited you on my show, man, because there's gonna be more episodes.
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of knowledge about the Dallas hip hop scene, just the Dallas scene, period. Because you, like you said, you read up on things and you like to tell stories. What you said you was again?
A griot. A griot is a West African storyteller, but I'm a South Dallas griot. Southern.
Yeah, Southern.
Yeah, griot. That's what it is, a storyteller. To be honest with you, my daddy called me that. That's why I got it. My daddy called me that alone. He said, Junior, you a griot. Me and him really don't speak in terms, but I don't believe in
a griot.
Me and my daddy don't speak in terms, but I don't believe in plagiarism. So he the one called me that. You know.
So how do people find you on you want to go Instagram and Twitter, whatever platform that you be on the most?
Hit me up on Pikahssso.com, Pikahsso.com, Pikahssso at Bandcamp, Pikahsso on Twitter, Pikahsso on Instagram, Pikahsso on Facebook. Pikahsso. Hit me on Pikahssso.com. You send me an email. I'm gonna answer the email. I'm country like that.
Hey, he got clothing, he got merchandise for you.
Oh, I ain't got it on. I pointed. I don't even got it on today.
He don't got it. He got Puma, y'all. Put under my.
I got the Verb radio show. I had a radio show. That's close enough.
Yeah, Verb. We gonna talk about that next.
That's the only thing I got on close to that. I'm sorry.
Right,
it was dirty. I need to wash it. Hey man, thank y'all for having me on. I
appreciate you for coming, man. I mean, it's like
with me, you probably got about 5 different episodes. There's so much stuff to talk about, man.
I know, man. That's why he gonna always come back. That's why I said sometimes I want him to come on as a guest co-host because he has the energy and the content to sidekick with me on a bunch of pieces, and we're gonna talk about that afterwards.
Let's do it.
We're gonna keep that 100. And by the way, I do this 4 times a week, so 3 at the least. I'm at least doing 3 episodes a week, so.
Shouts out to the kickback.
I'm always gonna be doing it. There's no stop signs, no red lights. I gotta keep you pushing. Before the show ends, you know we gotta get to the Scram Bitch Award, and God knew it's only. You remember it one time, you did it last time.
I remember that.
You might didn't give it out, but you might have a scram to some situation or something. The situation, it might be an occupation, it might be a company, it might be a highway, it might be a headache or a stomachache or a female, anybody. You have a Scram Bitch Award. A Scram Bitch Award is something you just want to just get away from you for a while.
I want to give a Scram Bitch Award to my neighbors that keep bumping their music and my other neighbors calling the security on me. It's the neighbor, but I ain't no snitch. We don't snitch around here.
Yeah.
But I know who it is. So quit putting it on me. It ain't me.
I love it.
You know, so Scram Bitch to my neighbors for every time they hear some bass, because I dress like this, they automatically think it's me and they call the front desk. You know how they. That ain't me. But I ain't gonna tell because Pikahssso don't tell. I believe it or not, snitching is snitching on any level. I don't do snitching. But quit telling on me. God damn it. I pay my your kid over there. I pay my rent like everybody else. Just because you hear loud music, you see me dressed like this, y'all automatically send it to my apartment. And I'm sick of it, so Scram, bitch.
Scram.
My neighbors.
His neighbors, Scram.
Hope they see it. You never know who might see what.
Hope y'all see it, share it to them. Hashtag them. Yeah, like you said. My Scram, you know, I always have a Scram every week, but somehow lately I have not been having a Scram to give it to anybody. But my Scram does go out to the Universal generosity. I'm making up words. Scram goes out to guys. I'm always put this gonna be this. This is the staple scram. It's gonna always be in the effect. Scram to you dudes that always talk noise about another dude when you're around girls to try to make yourself look better than them. And try to make them females don't like the dude you're talking about. Scram to y'all. Y'all need to stop doing that. People ask me why I say that because I've watched it done too many times. I don't like it. Don't want to be a part of it. It's not cool. Why are you competing with somebody that's not around you anyway? Scram to y'all. Scram to y'all is talking about support black businesses, but you don't support black businesses. You just stand because you want somebody to support whoever's around you and in your circle, but you're not doing it. You're not practicing what you're preaching. But other than that, I have no scrams because I've been having a good life. I'm happy. I'm getting fat, gaining weight. I'm smiling a lot. It's nothing really just bugging me. But somebody had to hear the subject that I had to bring out on scram because it might fit a situation that they're going through at the moment. So scram to all of that. But on the count of three, we all gonna see it. 1, 2, 3. Scram, bitch! In other words, go fuck yourself and I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball.
Peace.
Bourbon down it.
Do.